What up, what up? Your boy G-Man from a G and a Pimp. My partner JQ going to join me here in a minute because I'm solo dolo today. AV is not feeling too good, so he's going to take a pause for the cause. But, hey, we got a great show today. Make sure you like, share, comment. And, hey, we're going to talk that talk. We're talking sports, everything, football, NFL, basketball, baseball, you name it. It is definitely going down. And, of course, I got a buddy of mine who I played baseball with in Little League. He is now the athletic director over at Goose Creek Goose Creek ISD. My man, Lee Martinez in the building. What's up, Lee?
What's going on, man?
I'm saying elementary because we went to elementary school together. So.
We did, and junior high and high school. So.
Yeah, we did all that. And, of course, played baseball. And not only that, but you were also a big-time athlete. I know since we were kids, but you kept going with it. You played quarterback for Milby High School. And then you also became a coach and you played baseball. Talk about everything you've done leading up to you getting the AD job.
Oh man, started my coaching career at Milby High School where I played, and I owe a lot to the coaches that I worked with there. From there, went to Galena Park High School in Galena Park ISD. Was the head baseball coach there as well. Did year 6, 7, 8 there, and then got moved over to North Shore Senior High School in the same school district and stayed there until 2018. But getting the position I did is a matter of putting in a lot of years and being at the right place at the right time and a little bit of luck as well. So
yeah, and when you were at North Shore, y'all actually won some state championships, right? When you were there.
Yeah, I mean, I was there as a coach, not officially on there, but yes, on 2003, 2017, 2018, I believe, 2015, wow. 2015 and 2017. So,
all right, talking to Lee Martinez. He is the Goose Creek AD athletic director. Now you got some great schools in Baytown. I know you got some big time rivalries. Baytown Sterling. I mean, I know we talked earlier, and I'm gonna have to come out to one of them games when that rivalry goes down, man. But I want you to introduce this guy we want to bring on here, man, because I know you said this guy is the truth, man. Talk about him.
Oh man, Reese is definitely a good player. He's taken on a position that he really is not naturally. He hadn't played that his career, and he comes out in his first game and just looks like he's been playing there forever. So I mean, he really stood out to me as a young man. You know, being able to watch him play and bringing Sterling a much needed win. They hadn't had much success in the past, but I think this guy's going to have a lot to do with the success they're going to have this year and in the future because he's going to allow the younger players, the junior high players, to see him perform, and you can win at Sterling High School.
All right, cool. Before we bring him on, let's bring on JQ real quick. The Pimp is in his office. He said he's going to come in here and give us a little drip talk. I see he got the Astro shirt on, or is that a steel tipping shirt, Pimp?
Now that's a steel tipping Astro shirt. It's still tipping.
Forever tipping. All right, there you go. Yeah. Forever tipping. All right, there it is. So, JQ, we're here. Now let's talk about the quarterback real quick. Lee, let's bring him on. His name is Reese Sylvester from Baytown Sterling. And he's actually at practice right now, isn't he?
No, he left practice. I know for sure they brought him inside. So I know
they brought him inside. Yeah, I think his phone is if he's walking inside or whatever, his phone is we're trying to get a little signal there. Pimp, what you know about football, Pimp? High school football. You 6'4", Pimp.
First of all, I'm trying to see why Reese screen is it's darkness. It's can't see nothing. Then you said, what I know about the who, what, and the who?
Yeah, because you're 6'4". I know you played some athletics, did you?
Well, you know, I played some of everything. I played football, I played basketball, I was in wrestling. You know, I did it all, man. You know what I'm saying? Karate, jiu-jitsu. I'm multi-talented. But you know what? After I stopped football after I broke my arm in the game, and I said, I don't want to do this no more. I'm going to be a DJ.
Man, all right, let's see. I know Reese popped on a minute ago, and he popped back off. It's going out. All right, we'll get Reese back on. We're going to go with the first topic first. All right, so me and Pimp actually talked about this topic yesterday on the air. Cam Newton released from the Patriots. Now, we all know Cam is a former MVP. Superman, everything, got traded, went to New England, got cut yesterday, man. Now they're saying it's not because he's not vaccinated, Lee. What do you know about Cam Newton, and do you think that had anything to do with him getting released?
I would hope not. I mean, I don't think he I don't think that's worthy of getting released. I mean, I was actually shocked. I'm sure everybody else is. But, you know, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know. We just speculate, and it's up to us to speculate. And until, like, we've been there in this guy's position, we don't know. And Bill Belichick, I mean, come on, man. Nobody can read him. I think that's the reason why Tom Brady left. We don't even know if Cam was happy or not. So we're going to take it any way we want. And if a bottom line he was released, I think he's going to get picked up. I hope.
Oh, yeah. There was talks about maybe the Texans maybe picking him up, maybe going to the Cowboys. I don't know. But he did tweet and say, hey, don't worry about me. I'm good. Like he told that kid at camp, he's like, hey, I'm rich. I may not be on the team, but I'm rich. Which, you know, I mean, he is. But I think he want to kind of go out on his own terms, though, right?
I would say so. I think everybody wants to go out on their own terms. It's just, you know, he's like Belichick. He's hard to read as well, you know. Some people may read him wrong. I mean, you guys see him on TV. It's just the way it is. You want to tell people you're rich, but doesn't matter. He still got cut. Yeah. I think this guy needs to find a place that is going to let him be him and come out, you know, the way he wants to come out.
Pimp, let me ask you this, Pimp. Would Cam Newton be a good fit if Deshaun Watson cannot go this year?
Definitely, because, you know, because they probably cut him because he be wearing all them fly hats and his pants stopping his ankles. You know, they ain't ready for that down in Patriot Town. They ain't ready for that kind of swaggeroo. But in Houston, we ready for him. We'll take him. You know, but I think he need to go back to the old Cam, you know, so he can be the man that he was and get focused, and somebody knows what him trying to do and tell him to just unleash the beast. You know what I'm saying? And leave the East. There it is.
All right, let me ask both of y'all. Are y'all both confident in Tyrod Taylor and Davis Mills, whatever his name is?
No, I'm not.
I still have a little hope that Deshaun Watson is going to play. He didn't make the 53-man roster. I don't know if you knew that, Pimp. He didn't make the roster. He didn't get cut, obviously. Would you play him or would you sit his butt down all year long? Lee, if you were the coach and you had a player doing that, would you tell him, you know what, you're making all this money, you're going to ride the pine until you want to, you know, come in the stat. What would you do, Lee, as a coach?
Man, that's a tough question because you're dealing with, you know, all the speculations, man, that he's going through. You'll have two different sides of people coming at you. Obviously, we want to see him on the field. You know, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen in Houston. I just don't. But to answer that question, I'd figure out a way to move past this the best way we can and try to get him on the field because he's definitely somebody that can take the Houston Texans. In my opinion, he could take them to the Super Bowl and maybe multiple times. He's that good.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And I'm a big Deshaun Watson fan. I've been telling everybody, I've been screaming it since day one. I've been screaming it since all these allegations came out and said, look, the man is still innocent until proven guilty. But you know how it goes in NFL, man. They couldn't trade him because there's too much speculation about what's going to be with his future. I think if he sits on the pine all year long, he's still going to get his $10.5 million salary. So, I mean, I wouldn't be too upset. But you, as a former athlete, you want to be on the field, right?
No doubt. I mean, there's no doubt. I don't care for how much you want to be on the field. You want to play, man. That's it.
10.5 million, Pimp, you gonna sit on the bench or you gonna get in the game?
I'm putting him in the game. I'm talking
about you. If you had 10.5 million sitting on it, would you want to ride the pine or would you want to get in the game?
No, I want to get in the game. I don't want them to think I'm robbing them. You know what I'm saying? They'll be calling the pimp just stealing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go out there. I'm going to tell the coach, look, I'm making this money. I know I tried to leave. And I was tripping. I probably was smoking on some bad herbal essence that day. And I got my stuff together. Let's do it. And let's try to bring a championship back to Texas.
All right. So all these tenders that are talking about Deshaun, were you okay with that?
Man. Ooh.
Or is it wait till everything comes out and the dust settles?
It's a bad situation. It's a bad situation in America. It's their side, his side, and somewhere the truth is going to be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope that he can come out positive. My advice to him, man, if you're going to get a massage, man, you might need to go over there on Hilltop somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Where you just you give a little money and you don't walk away looking like a big dummy. You know what I'm talking about?
Does Pimp recommend a certain salon spa?
I do, but I don't want to put them out there because you know it's a lot of stuff going on in the city right now. I want to, but it's some ones, and you ain't got to deal with that kind of drama too.
The Overtime Sports Show, y'all brought to you by Academy, talking, of course, JQ the Pimp, my co-worker, and of course, Lee Martinez, the athletic director of Goose Creek Independent School District. Now, when's that big game with Sterling? Their major rival. I know it's talking about the major rival with the Sterling, with the other school.
Well, the big one is Lee High School.
Yeah.
You have Baytown Sterling and Baytown Lee that get after it. And, I think with Goose Creek Memorial, the third high school in Baytown, so there's a little bit more rivalry there. But some people think that the third high school might have kind of messed up the rivalry between Baytown Lee and Baytown Sterling because a lot of kids still, went their separate way. But we had the first game last year in a long time. It was exciting to see. We had a countdown to kickoff. We had Ray Lynn from The Voice come sing the national anthem before the game. It was pretty awesome. So we're looking for ideas for this year, and we would love to have you guys out there, of course.
Pimp, he reached out to me. He said, "Man, can we get a G and a Pimp out here to hang out and come to the football game?" That's a big rivalry, man. You talk about big time school rivalries in Texas, man. That's probably one of the biggest ones there. Baytown Lee and Sterling.
No doubt.
What you think, Pimp? Can we make it happen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, it's going down. See the word right there. When the Pimp gives his word, that's what it is.
It's the stamp of approval.
All right.
What's the next topic we're going to jump into? Let's talk about some more sports. All right, so now here are the 5 rookie quarterbacks to start week 1. Now, if you ask me, who would I take? Man, it may throw you off for a loop, but I think I would go with Trey Lance. I know we're talking about Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones, but I really like the way Trey Lance looked in the preseason. I like the way he looked in college, although he played, that 1 year. But what do you think, Lee? Those 5 right there.
I mean, the easy one is Trevor because of, his makeup, what he can do. But again, none of these guys have done it on the NFL scene yet. But if I had to pick one, I really like Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields can, whatever his arm can do, I think his legs can. He can take off running. And just like Dak Prescott, he's going to have to learn how to get down at times and how to run out, which is hard, what we have here in Houston. We have a guy that's dynamic with his arm and his legs. I think Justin Fields, what the typical quarterback is looking like today, I think he fits it perfect, and he's my pick definitely my pick for the quarterback that's going to stand out throughout his career.
Okay, let me ask you this though: when you were coaching, did you ever tell your quarterbacks, "Man, get down"? And when they don't get down, and you were a quarterback too, is it just instinct to want to try to go for that extra yard? Is it just instinct to try to get that to the first down instead of just sliding and letting it and calling the day?
Yeah, no, it's more instinct because you want to. Going out back in our day was, you're like a punk. You don't want to go out. And now, today they're telling you to get out because you pretty much run the whole entire offense. The type of offenses that are run today, the RPOs. You got to read it. I'm gonna either throw it or I'm gonna run it. And they don't want you to get hurt because of how many plays they can call in the huddle with you in there. But you want to get the extra yard. You definitely want to do that. But it's probably wise the higher up you play, not high school, the higher up as in maybe college and NFL, get your butt out of bounds.
Yeah. What do you think, Pimp? Who you liking in them 5 rookie QBs?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna pull a real pimp move right here and roll this dice. I'm gonna have to go with Mac Jones.
Man, is it because he's on the Belichick?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because with a name like Mac Jones, it looks like he got a lot of swaggeroo. You know what I'm saying? I think Mac Jones. When you got a name like Mac Jones, you got to come out there and put some real drip on the field. With a name like Mac Jones, if Mac Jones don't show out, I'm gonna be mad. But if I had a name like that, Mac Jones, it's just like he gonna come out there and throw about 16 touchdowns. I'm just saying.
We'll see what happens. All right. So Reese Sylvester said he got his Wi-Fi set up now. So I don't know if our producer can bring Reese back on the screen. Try to bring him on. Let's see if he's there.
Let's go,
Reese.
Reese.
Yeah, I don't know if the Wi-Fi is a little sketchy in Baytown or what's going on in Baytown, Lee, but I don't know. And that Pimp's from Bryan, so Pimp understand how it's hard to get Wi-Fi.
Oh man, it'd be hard out there, man, in them areas. And then it's a little storm going around the city too, so it could be messing with the towers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. Well, while Reese tries to get reconnected, man, real quick, talk about Reese real quick, Lee, because it is an Overtime Sports Show brought to you by Academy. We definitely want to spotlight our hometown heroes, man. Talk about Reese and what you've seen from him and what you expect and what you look like for the next level.
Man, I know Reese has had some looks from Rice and TCU. I know they've looked at him and they really like him. He's definitely an athletic player. Last week he had a couple of carries. He had 15 carries for 169 yards. He was averaging 11.7 yards a run. He had 2 touchdowns. The longest run was 38 yards in passing.
Wow.
He was 16 of 21 for 191 yards and 2 TDs. His longest passes a day was 45 yards. He also played defense and had 3 tackles. So he had
a QBR rating of like a 158, perfect almost, and then he had tackles on defense. That's
right. I mean, he's that type of player, and I think that's what we're talking about with those quarterbacks. And the quarterbacks are changing over the years. He fits the mold of a great athlete and a future great player.
All right, there it is. Lee Martinez joining us from Goose Creek ISD, JQ the Pimp. Let's go to the next subject and let the Pimp chime in on this one right here, Pimp. Who are they? Bishop Sycamore. And how did they get on national TV, Pimp?
Man, what happened?
There was some stuff about that. There was some shim going on that, how did they, how they got on TV and all that. But do you know about the story, Pimp?
No, I'm not familiar with the story. It looked like he was having a little drinky drink, though.
All right, so Lee, what do you got to comment on that, Lee?
Man, well, not the drinky drink, but I'd tell you, I'm fortunate to be very good friends with, some guys from North Shore and John Kay, and we were talking about that, and he mentioned that's why, like with North Shore, he doesn't want to play people outside the state of Texas. Number one, the best football is in Texas, and number two, you don't know what you're getting, man. Like these guys. You just don't know. You had a team from Ohio and Florida playing, and then it messes up your 2-year contract with the team that you're supposed to play, because if you don't play the following year or we had a COVID year and then here we go. But this right here, this is just straight ridiculous. I mean, it's embarrassing to the high school. If you're a high school coach, if you're IMG, I'm sure you're very embarrassed. But if you're a 20-something-year-old man getting your teeth kicked in 58-0, it's even more embarrassing.
Golly. All right. Next topic. Let's go to the next one. We're gonna talk. Let's see what's on the docket right now. All right, we got Pimp and Mercy Miller, good friend of ours, Mr. Master P, make it say which by the way, he's gonna be at the Smart Financial Center on November the 27th. That's Thanksgiving weekend for the No Limit reunion. But it looked like Mr. Master P might be coming to Houston a little bit more often there, Pimp.
Oh yeah, man. It kind of like it comes full circle, man. Because Master P played at U of H, and now his son is there, man. And out of all the schools that his son could have picked from, he picked Houston, U of H. So that's a good look, man. It's gonna be a good year for the team.
All right, Master P, of course, also played basketball in the NBA a little bit. Played a little bit with the Toronto Raptors, with the Dallas Mavericks in the preseason. So. We'll see if them jeans, if you get them, because I know his son, Lil Romeo, was a pretty good basketball player at one time too, right?
Oh yeah, but he didn't get that scholarship.
Yeah. All right, look, we got Reese back on the screen. What's up, Reese? How you feeling, man?
Not much. Good, pretty good.
Are you on the football field? Where you at?
No, I'm outside the building right now. We got no football practice.
Okay. So I heard you had like almost a perfect pass. Yeah, I heard you had like a perfect passer rating almost pretty much on last game, man. You threw for almost 200 and you ran for like 150 or something like that, man. And you played defense too? Nah, no. Yeah. So what do you want to do on the next level?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to do next level?
Man, to be honest, I like like defense more. I don't know. I like to hit people, but
Oh
on
yeah.
offense, I'm able to have the ball in my hand to start the game. So I like both.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I know Leah talked about some of your people were looking at you like Rice and TCU. You feel like you have to have a major year this year to get really looked at, or you kind of have an idea what you want to do?
Yeah, I gotta have a crazy year to get a look. If I want it, can't wait to get the Rice. So if anything goes, I can't wait to get the Rice.
Okay. So
Got a good
okay.
relationship with the coach, Coach Spencer.
So you want to stay in H-Town then?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Yeah. I think it's going. Hey Reese. Well, anyway, man, we're gonna be there for the Bay Talent League and the Sterling game. We're gonna see you show out, man. We're gonna be there for that game. All right.
Yes, sir. Wait.
All right. There it is. That's my man Reese right there. Reese Sylvester, the quarterback from Baytown Sterling. Appreciate you, bro. All right, man. So, hey, Pimp, anything else you want to add in there, Pimp?
Hey man, it's just been a pleasure and an honor to join y'all and talk some sports talk with a pimp perspective on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What we got anything else on the docket there, Mr. Producer, Mr. Avery? Yeah, let's talk about this one. It's gonna be a good one. Now we're in Pimp's territory now. Pimp loves some basketball. Rajon Rondo and Westbrook. Will that work, Pimp? LA Lakers.
They play the same position, right? They're both point guards, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna have one relieving the other. Westbrook could probably play the two, but he's more of a one.
Boy. I think because you're coming on a team that's led by LeBron. LeBron ain't gonna have no shim going on, so he gonna sit them boys down and talk to them and say, "Hey, man, we need to work together." And Westbrook has already said he knows his position to make things easier on LeBron, because everybody always want to attack LeBron on the floor. And Westbrook is a good shooter, and Rondo too. If Rondo can do his thing and recapture that moment when they got the title and just put the egos to the side and everybody's on the same accord, it's gonna be a saucy season.
Man, but you know what, too, Lee, with all the players, I think they were showing the ages. All the players were in like their mid or high 30s. I mean, can a team with that much, miles on their body keep up with like the Bucks and people like that, the Nets?
I don't think so. I don't see it. I mean, and to address the fighting with these guys that went on, I would love to have Westbrook as a teammate. I think he's a great teammate on any team, because I don't think I've ever seen him fight his own teammates yet. But we've seen him try to fight Durant, and obviously we heard about Rondo. But I don't know. I think their Lakers are going to be great, like they are always. I just don't see it, man. I think the game is changing. I mean, we all know the defense is gone, and it's tough to look at sometimes. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that. It's just tough for me to look at.
Yeah, I know Laker fans are pretty excited, man, but I don't know, Pim, what do you think? You think the Bucks can run it back? I know PJ left and some other ones, but I think the Lakers will be there in the end in the Western Conference, but I just don't know if they can hang with some of these young Bucks, man.
Oh, man, it's going to be an interesting season, man. My thing is, when you have a championship team, you should do everything that's in your power to keep that same team. I know PJ Tucker was an important part of the Bucks dripitation. But we coming into a season, this past season, nothing that I expected happened.
Oh yeah, we talk about that every day.
Never thought that in I didn't think the Suns were going to get as far as they got. Didn't see the Bucks doing what they did. What happened to Brooklyn was unfortunate. But this year, if boys are healthy, it's going to be another unpredictable year. I think the Brooklyn's looking good right now on paper. They got to learn how to work together. Harden got to get off that shim and start working together and not get hurt and start shooting more when the playoffs come. Lakers going to be strong. Clippers going to be strong. The Hawks are coming for people's necks, man. It's gonna be good, man. I can't even think who it's gonna be.
Yeah, this is gonna be good, man. I can't wait for that. And of course, before we get out of here, I gotta at least mention about my Houston Astros. Lee, I know you're a big baseball fan. You played baseball your whole life. You coached it, man. With everything going on with baseball this year, especially with the Astros on the road and getting heckled and booed the way they are, they're still playing great ball. I tell everybody, wait till October baseball. What do you think the Astros are going to do in October?
I think they're going to get to the World Series, and not just saying they're because I'm from Houston. I think as far as the lineup go, I still say we have the best lineup. I don't think we have the best arms, and I know pitching wins, but here lately, pitching really hasn't won. It's like relief pitching wins now, and our lineup is definitely when our lineup is set. I mean, we're good. It's just we've been in and out of the lineup. We've been missing players here and there, and some arms we're missing. But I think once the Astros are together, they're a very tough team to beat. Now, will they win it? I don't know. But I do think they'll get there.
Yeah, I told her, me and Paul Wall actually had a conversation earlier today. We were talking about, going to a game. He's like, man, I just can't wait till October. I know we got one whole month left. We got Bregman back after 2 months. I mean, you're looking like your team, your full defensive team on the field, and when you mention their offense, you got a strong team, and I just can't see who else can battle with them when it comes to just batting and defense. Pitching a different story, but man, these guys can hit the ball the way they've been hitting the ball. I just can't see people beating them, especially in a 7-game series.
Right. Well, a 5-game series, if you have the good arms, that'll be tough.
Yeah. Especially the first round. Yeah.
But I think they'll be fine. I think they seem to excel in October. They play better. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But I do like them coming out of the American League.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's almost October baseball, man. It's going to be a great time. Lee, I appreciate you for joining, man. It's been a long time. I ain't seen you in a while. We were definitely going to be coming down there for the Baytown Lee Sterling game. We're going to definitely set something up. So, again, shout out to Reese for joining us. He is our hometown hero, brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. And, man, Lee, it was a great man to have you on the show. We got to do it again, brother.
Anytime. Let me know, Pimp.
All right, man, no doubt.
Pimp's gonna set up. He's gonna DJ out. We're gonna make sure Pimp is out there working hard.
We'll make sure and get you guys taken care of for that Lee Sterling game. But we're gonna be excited to have you there. The whole city of Baytown is gonna be fired up.
There it is. All right, y'all. So that's been it. It's the Sports and Academy Sports and Outdoor Show. Lee, tell them how they can get a hold of you, man. They want to see you. Are you on social media, or are you too much for that right now?
I mean, you can look me up on the district website.
And on Twitter too. I know you're on Twitter because you're always tweeting a lot too.
I am on Twitter. I mean, yeah, feel free to reach out to me. Any questions for the game, or just if you have any high school questions at all. You listen to the show, no biggie. Let me know.
So that's Lee Martinez on Twitter.
No, it would be L Martin 1.
Okay.
On Twitter.
Right,
so
there it is.
You can follow me at DJJQ. That's DJJQUE on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Even OnlyFans. I'm just playing.
Yeah. Well, we do got a Tinder account. We just nobody hitting us up on Tinder. I don't know why.
No, we don't need no Tinder. None of tenderness.
I gotta give you the Matumbo finger on that one, dude.
All right, y'all. So, but Pimp definitely has the subscription to Pornhub. But
hey, man, that's a sports show.
Oh, man, but I know you know we like to
throwing out personal business. This is a sports show. This ain't got nothing to do. Until Mr. Marcus gets in football, we ain't got to talk about that.
All right, y'all, your boy G-Man. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. What else, Pimp? That's G-Man979, and then G-Man Guerrero on Facebook. And that's what it is. Oh, Snapchat too. Lee, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for joining us. Pimp, come back in the studio. We need to finish the show.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, there it is. Sports show, y'all. Brought to you by Academy. We out, baby.